What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. You're joining me today for the Integra Build Part 2. I didn't really get much done. I didn't document a lot of stuff because there's a lot of stuff you can find online. So I didn't really explain or stop or record any of it. I just kind of skipped it because it's stuff you can, like I said, you can find it online. So just me, beating the dead horse all over again. But yeah, Part 2. And I went ahead, assembled the engine. It's still not done. I had an issue with one of the water pump housing bolts. It just disintegrated. I lost it. Hopefully it does not leak. I pray to God, Jesus, help me, cross my fingers that everything works out fine and it does not leak. And yeah, so further ado, this is the video. Hope you guys enjoy. All right, so I also picked up this lower chain guide. I'm running it on the EG, and I've never had any issues, and it also helps with like it trying to skip timing at the bottom and stuff. It just guides it and just helps it stay in place. And these are phenomenal. These are a lifesaver. This didn't even break the bank. I seen drag cartel ones and expensive ones go for a lot of money, but this right here, I got it for like $9-10 on Amazon, and it's definitely worth the price. I mean, it could have been like maybe from $10 to $16, not bad. All depend. Pay a little bit more to get it shipped the next day from Prime, but other than that, it's a lifesaver. You can get these on eBay for so cheap, and it's it's like a decent, I think it's like a little billet, or it's a good material. So I definitely do suggest for you guys to run this as well, and I'll be showing you guys.
So this is what I'm telling you about immaculate. Look how immaculate it is. It's super clean. I already went ahead and installed the 50-degree VTC. I skipped all this part because you can find it online. There's tons of videos, so there's no need for me to document this. But as you can see, I already put the VTC, torqued it down to 80 foot-pounds of torque. The manual says 80. I've seen people do 82. You don't want to over-torque it, but you don't want to under-torque it either. So I hit it with 81. Took a 24 mil, hold it about here, and then torqued it down. And it was kind of rough, but I actually got it done. Then went ahead and put the Type S oil pump 2. Went ahead and cut this out, because you're going to have to do that because of the K24a block. The only one that you don't have to nudge is the K24a1, because it's already comes lower, so it's kind of like a K20. But yeah, other than that, everything's on. So just slowly assembling it.
Alright, so this is the progress so far with the engine. I skipped a lot of the stuff because it's stuff that you can already find online, so it's just repetitive. If you guys have any questions regarding that, just message me down in the comments, and I'll just be happy to explain to you a little bit more. But like I said, you can find tons of videos on assembling this, so it's something that's repetitive, so there's no point of me documenting it. But like I was saying, went ahead, put everything back. I still have to torque everything down, so everything is just kind of snug back in place. But we got the RBC there. To recap, 80. I torqued it down to 81 foot-pounds of torque, but the manual says 80. Seen people do 82 is fine. As you can see, everything's aligning. Went ahead, put the water pump housing. I was not able to salvage that, so let's just pray, hope that everything does not leak in that area. But I mean, it does have 3 bolts, so I believe it should be fine. Well, I'm praying it works out. If not, I'm definitely gonna either take it to a machine shop because it was so seized in there, or I will have to get a different block. But let's just hope everything's fine. I got the guides for the chain, for the timing chain. I even added this right here, like I was showing you guys. Make sure that it was aligning right there, so it's top dead center. The crank is top dead center as well. Put the tensioner, got the Type S oil pump right there from Dave. I still have to go down and just torque everything down before I start closing everything. Obviously cleaning the sides so I can start prepping, putting the side cover. I need to clean the oil pan right there and bend it a little bit back, because taking it out from this side kind of bend it a little bit, so I don't want it to leak, because I have bad luck putting oil pans and leaking. But other than that, it's coming along. Just have to tighten up, torque stuff, button everything, and then I'll give it a final clean at the end. And obviously you want to rotate it when you're done to make sure that everything's not binding, everything's okay. So yeah, it's so far everything's going okay. I just have to torque everything down, so I just keep repeating myself. But yeah, so far that's the progress with the engine. The first part 1 video, I forgot to mention this. It was actually on the side. You guys can actually see it a little bit, but this right here is my throttle cable. It's from Hybrid Racing, and if I can find the part number, I'll put it on the screen. But this one, I actually had it on the EG, but for some reason it was a little bit too long because it was binding on my throttle, and every time I will drive, the throttle will kind of stay a little bit like stuck, and I'll have to give it gas again for it to unstuck. So I decided to buy a shorter one, and it fixed the issue right up, because I thought it was maybe a sticky throttle body, maybe the pedal, but it ended up being the actual cable. So this cable right here is a little bit too long, but I'm gonna see if it will work for the Integra. If not, obviously I will have to upgrade or change to a shorter one. But so far I own it, I have it, it's something that I already own, so it's not gonna cost me anything. So I'm gonna see, and let's try this one out. What's up, everybody? So I am here waiting on a guy that I met on Marketplace for a RSX Type S power steering pump. So I don't know how many miles it has. On the picture it looks immaculate. It looks pretty brand new. I don't know if he cleaned it or how many miles it has, but yeah. So something you want to keep in mind when you're doing a budget build, you want to get something that is cheap, you know, obviously used, or, you know, like low cost, to keep, you know, your budget way low as possible. Another option I could have gone is I could have gotten a remanufacturer from like AutoZone or O'Reilly's or something, but I really don't trust those too much, and you can't really go wrong with OEM. So I'm just hoping, you know, it looks like the picture. If I can find the picture, I'll put it up here for you guys to see. But I'll take a picture of anything, obviously, because I'll have it on with me when I buy it. But it's only $40, so it's not bad. So yeah, just something else you guys want to consider when doing a budget build. Obviously, you know, keep your costs low, buy used, buy secondhand. You know, that's gonna help you guys a lot. It was a success. So we just got done doing the transaction and getting the pump. Here's the pump right here in all this glory, and it even comes with a bar, a little plastic bar fitting. It's perfect. So this is just what I needed, and we're gonna test this guy in all his glories, just as I promised. We have the pump. I paid $40 for it, so not bad. It even came with the little bar fitting, because I seen some of them on eBay that didn't even have the bar fitting. They were going for like 60, 70, 80. But you also have to factor in that eBay does take a percentage of what you sell, so it's likely that they're gonna sell it for a lot more. But yeah, here it is in all its glories. Got the PND part number right there. So yeah, let's just see how it goes. And I noticed that the JDM one was not lining up, so let's see how this one up, and I'll show you guys in pair. The engine, it's all torqued down to spec. I did my best to torque it down. I spin the motor. Everything's good. I don't feel anything binding. Torqued everything down as it should. And before I continue with this, just like I was telling you guys, we have the Type S, RSX Type S oil pump right here, and then we got the JDM one right here that came with the engine. So as you can see, the bar fitting is down on this one, and then the RSX, it's canted to the side at a 45, which is perfect. This one looks slightly bigger. I'm not sure, but it kind of looks a little bit more far apart compared to the pulley, compared to the Type S one. You can tell here at the top adapter area where the hose goes, it's different. So just to be compatible, because I am going to go with a Hybrid Racing power steering kit, this is what it calls for, so this is what I'm going with. But yeah, as you can see, it does look, this one looks slightly bigger, so I will not be able to run this one, unfortunately, but got that one. So yeah, and then I'm going to show you guys when I install it back in. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about regarding the spacing, because the pulleys don't align with the rest of the pulleys. But I'll be showing. It's all torqued down. I did these 14s here, 33 foot-pounds of torque like it calls. These ones right here were 16 because I had to take that off. 80, but I did 81. I believe that is a 16 as well. These right here are 8.7, but I did 9 just in case. 8.7 as well. I did 9 just in case. I tried pushing it more to give it more tension. That's all it has. These ones I couldn't find the torque spec for some reason, so if you guys know it, make sure to put it down, help everybody else that's going through the same thing. But I just made sure that I snugged it, and then, you know, just give it the good old hand torque, but it should be fine. These are 10 millimeters, so pretty much all 10 millimeters. You're looking at 8.7. I went ahead and did 9, just rounding it off. And then down here for the pump this is a 12. So I did 16 on that, 16 on this one as well as a 12, and then all the baffles I did 8.79, and then you got another 10 milli hose, the pump right there, 8.79 I did. So yeah, so now I'm just gonna get ready to clean the surface up here, and then start mating the side cover back on. And then slowly assembling the engine back so I can store it, so when it comes down to putting in the engine. But I am going to be showing you guys how the pulley aligns with the power steering. Alright, so here we have, it doesn't even line up, so it would have been a fail from the start. But this is the JDM, the K24a water pump, power steering pump, sorry, that it comes with. And look how much it sticks out. And I don't even think that Bose aligns perfectly, because this one it's on there, but yeah, it might align, I'm not sure, but it's not aligning. So even the pump itself, it's super weird, as you can see, and it's not aligning, so you can see it's not aligning whatsoever with the rest of the pulleys. But I'm going to show you the Type S one and how it fixes. Right now we got the Type S on the engine, on the water pump housing. Everything is Gucci taters. The hose align, boom, everything aligns. Got the, see, now all the pulleys align. So this is what you want. And by the way, I put the side cover back, so got the Honda Bond curing. I just snugged the 10 mils back onto it, and then I'm going to torque it down to spec. And then I'm going to move on to cleaning the oil pan, trying to bend it back on the side, because obviously when you take it out, it just bends a little bit. And do my best, because I always have bad luck with the oil pan. And for some reason I put them wrong, they start leaking. But yeah, so getting there, let that cure a little bit, and then I'll twist it around and then continue on. So fast forward, didn't record any of that because this is boring stuff, but went ahead and I cleaned it off, of course, the two mating surface of the oil pan. Went ahead, put some Honda Bond. I'm praying to God that it doesn't leak, because I have a bad luck of putting them on and it leaks. I still have to torque them down to spec, but other than that, it's on with Honda Bond and clean. And then moving to the other side, went ahead and put the compressor bracket, and of course I had to tap and die this. I had to tap it because the threads were messed up. So I'm not sure. I believe that because this engine had a compressor, but they told me that it's not compatible with the US market, USTM market, so they remove it automatically, so you will not get the compressors that they have. So they probably messed up one of the bolts taking it off, because it was so stripped. I had to tap it, and now it went back in like normal. So yeah, so inside immaculate, outside horrible. So I don't know what's going on with JDM Orlando, but yeah, I mean, you pay for what you get. This is the cheapest K24 I've ever got, RBB. So yeah, that one I got from HMO, no problems whatsoever. I'm not knocking the company down. My best judgment is, if you're looking for an engine, just go yourself, pick it out, source it yourself, instead of having somebody source it out. But I don't have a truck, so that's what I have to do. So I guess I have to just bite it. But it turned out. I put oven cleaner. I mean, it was okay. You don't really see that, a lot of that shininess or dirtiness. I mean, it's not bad. I think there's something wrong with my oven cleaner. It wasn't foaming like it should, so maybe it could be really old and I don't know, or expired, who knows. But I did put some purple power too, and I scrubbed it. So overall it came out pretty good. I'm content with what I have. It doesn't have to be show ready, but I'll take it. Just getting a little bit of that gunk out, you know, that dirtiness, and just giving it a little bit more look, because I never did that to this one, but this one wasn't even that dirty at all. But that's going to conclude the video. So if you guys have any questions, comment, concerns, or you want to share knowledge or add to the comments or to the video, just put it in the comment down below. Please give the video a like. That will help me a lot. Subscribe if you guys want to see more content. Integra Budget Build is on the way, so I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and catch you on the next video.